Yes, it's people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host, the most of Bridge 258, here today to give you Chelsea 1, Manchester City 1, today at the 5:30 kickoff at the Etihad Stadium. Here we go. Excuse me. Now, as always, I give the usual match, review about how the match went and everything like that. So in the first half, obviously, we kind of gave them the possession. We were pressing them quite well, trying to make sure that we could get any angle on them. And to a certain degree, it was working for us. They were making some chances, of course, in particular early pass in the second half. Then we were creating some chances also in that half too. We then obviously had that big moment, yeah, where Jackson got his chance, where if I'm not mistaken, the first chance, which is when he basically gets the ball off Edison, he then could have passed it to Cole Palmer, could have passed it to Gallagher into the open net, but instead rather decides to hold the ball, then decides to flick it into the um, into the corner box, but there's literally no one there. So it was a bit of a stupid idea from him. He then had another big chance in which Gusto literally squares it to him, but for some reason he uses his right foot to set it rather than just hitting it first time into the back of the net to make it a 1-0 for us, which was again, a very reticent thing of like in this game where Chelsea and missing big chances, man. You know what I'm saying to you? It's a lot of Chelsea and missing big chances. So then there was Sterling who missed a big chance too, who decided to, I don't know what he was trying to, was he trying to flick it or something like that, when he was free into the box, into Edison, who made a good save from him as well. You then obviously had the goal, which was done really well, where it was on the break. Jackson does really well, able to do that flick pass, which he does really well into Sterling. Sterling Hezzy's Kyle Walker, who skids on and then finishes it into the bottom corner to make it 1-0 for us in the 42nd minute, just before half time. After half time, we did a bit more of the same. We obviously had that big chance where we got the ball, Palmer, then into Gusto, then obviously Sterling misses the chance. Then he had another chance for another player. We also had another big chance in which Enzo takes a shot away from Jackson in order for him to score. He had more opportunities where Gallagher could have really passed the ball or to someone else in order for that to take place or to even happen at all, which didn't take place, of course. But I felt like for really, since the 55th minute, I would say, or 56th minute, we really just decided to play low block football, really tight, just let them have the ball and try to create. They were creating off the edges. They were creating some chances, of course. There was the big Haaland chance which he missed. There was a chance for Foden, chance for Rodri. But a lot of them were really long range shots, not anything short range, to be honest. I thought Disasi, big brick Disasi, was a beast today defensively, creating some great defensive actions, whether it be aerially, whether it be, on the physical duels, who was doing a great job as well. I want to give a massive shout out, obviously, to Chalobah. Chalobah did a great job coming on after being a very long time out, man, with injury and everything like that. So it's good to see Chalobah out there on the pitch, do what he needs to do. So, massive shout out to him as well. So to Levi Cole, who I thought had a really good job today and did a great job today, in my personal opinion, as well. So the defenders did a good job there when we went to a back five in particular. Even before you even went to that, when we were just a back two, Gusto going forward was really good. Defensively was great. Had Doku in his pocket, locked that brother up, man. You know what I mean? He was in hell, man. He was in the depth of, Azkaban. He was in, HMP Wandsworth, bro. He was locked up, bro. He was not coming out. You know what I mean? He was scared straight, as they say. You know what I'm saying? So big up to him. Haaland obviously missed a few big chances, but we were able to keep him relatively quiet. KDB was trying to create, but we were able to keep him quiet as well. Sadly, we weren't able to keep Rodri and his long range, long range shots, which are like juice to help his team win all the time in. And he scored in the 82nd minute, and I felt like from then on, Chelsea just really trying to do as much as they can to get the draw, and they were able to. Yes, there was the penalty shout on Cole for the handball when Ruben Diaz hits it, but the thing is, he's holding Ruben Diaz like this, and then the ball goes like this, so he can't even move his arm this way or that way after the ball takes into effect. So for me, it was definitely not a penalty in my personal opinion. So it is what it is really. But at the end of the day, man, it's ended. Chelsea won, Man City won. Good point for us, obviously, against the major opposition. I know a lot of people were predicting that we're not going to win. I was predicting a 3-3. So clearly, I believed in the team was going to draw today. So I'm very, happy about what we've seen so far. Obviously, it's a good test for us going into the Carabao Cup final now, where Liverpool are going to be facing us, and we need to be able to have a game on, and be really competitive, really direct, really attacking. In my personal opinion, so we'll see if we're able to do that, man. At the end of the day, man, but I feel like the games against Man City, Aston Villa, and Crystal Palace are showing that we are heading to a better direction, and it feels like the players' performances are improving. And the manager tactics are starting to make sense and improving too. I'll be honest, except of the Nkuku starting the false nine thing, or like target man, that's not making sense. When Nkuku does not work like that, Pochettino, please sort that one out as soon as possible. Now, I want to give out some special shout outs, of course. Obviously, big shout out to Petrovic. Made a couple of big saves, which he was able to save and make a good big impact for the team as well. Big up, obviously, to the fullbacks, Gusto, and I think Chilwell to an extent. Chilwell did a good job, in my opinion, in general, defending and going forward. So, I want to give a massive props to him, showing how he played against another major opposition, Liverpool, where he was constantly losing the ball, not giving it anything going forward. It was good to see that he was able to do at least something today to be able to, make amends and right the wrongs of some of the mistakes that he's done in that game. Obviously, Gusto, we know about him, attackingly and defensively, quality. Obviously, big up to Enzo. I think he had a good game too, in my opinion, going forward and defensively. And making stops, Caicedo was alright in my personal opinion. Obviously, in terms of the wingers, Cole Palmer was doing a good job in my opinion. In the times we saw him move the ball and trying to do something with the ball, he was able to do a lot of opportunities, a lot of ideas, a lot of the contact started from his side too. So massive props to him and his ability to play, make, and do what he needs to do to get a job done for the football club. Obviously, Jackson, I think obviously he's missed his chance, missed two chances, but he was able to create for the first goal. So I want to give him props for that. Just really needs to fix his finishing, in my personal opinion. Sterling was having a pretty meaty game. Scores the goal as usual, which is like the best way to describe Raheem Sterling's Chelsea career. And yeah, man, it ends. That's where it ends for me personally. Big up to Cassidy for putting in a shift, obviously, when he came on. Same with Chalobah. But hey ho, we move. I'm very happy with the team, very happy with what I've saw so far. And hey man, I look forward to seeing more stuff coming from Chelsea Football Club. But hey ho guys, I've been your host and most of Bridge 258. This is the Chelsea review. As always, dedicate your hearts. So make sure to like, share, subscribe, and please make sure to stay blue. Because listen man, Blue Army. Next week, Sunday, you know what is happening. Chelsea vs Liverpool. Got to show your pride. Got to show your flags. Got to show your colours. Make sure to do so. Love.